I just think you can't brag about how much money you're going to bring to the leagues to get the license and expect the people on the other end not to see that the money's coming out of their backside. Right? I mean, where's the money coming from? They're going to take as much margin out of the middle as they can, even if they keep the middlemen. But if you don't think prices are going to be higher, people who think, oh, now Fanatics taking over, it's going to be cheap. Get out of here. No chance at all. You have no chance you're buying product cheaper in a Fanatics world unless the products aren't any good. Then you may buy them cheaper. But this is going to be no favor to collectors, and I don't blame them. That's where the industry is going. It's a big money industry, and if you want to play, it's going to start costing, and I don't think it's going to get better anytime soon.
So you mentioned distribution, how important that, and pricing strategy, how important that's going to be. I mean, Fanatics, they're not a brand new company. They're experts at these things, experts at both distribution and pricing. So don't you think, are you willing yet to give them the benefit of the doubt that they will arrive at the right strategy for pricing and distribution, or are you skeptical? You sound skeptical.
Well, here's the thing. If I go to an ice skating rink and pretend to know everything about ice skating just because I've been places where there's been ice before, or because I used to be a speed skater, believe it or not, roller skating, but I'm not much of an ice skater, probably not now at all. But even when I was in better shape, I wasn't much of an ice skater. I was a better roller skater. But just because I can roller skate doesn't mean I can ice skate. You need someone who, I don't think they have people who really understand the mechanics of the industry the way they need to. And this is with Topps. I'm not being mean, but those people don't understand the secondary market because they have not been at every step of the food chain. And there's more people at Panini that have been at every step of the food chain than there are at Topps. So first, I would argue they don't have people with, and then the other thing is Fanatics claims they want to do everything soup to nuts. Well, how are you going to do that if you don't have people that understand everything soup to nuts? Who know everything about grading, who know everything about, and I saw some of the comments, Coach, when you got their cash, you can hire people. No chance. That is the biggest misconception. The high-end people at these companies are making a lot of money. And when I say a lot of money, I'm talking about like vomit, a lot of money. Fanatics isn't poaching them. To poach them, Fanatics would have to pay more than they're paying their number 3 or 4 person. Trust me, they're not going to go pay Panini or Leaf employees $600,000 a year to hire them. They're just not. And I know people think they're gonna. The number 4 guy at Panini probably doesn't at Fanatics probably doesn't make $600,000. And that's like this. People in the comments say they'll just go cherry pick from Panini. Yeah, go pay them $1 million a year. You can cherry pick from Panini. Guess what? They're not doing that. That's not Fanatics culture. They're not paying $1 million. I know people that have been there for 15 years at Fanatics who make $100,000 and are important people there. Trust me, they're not breaking the bank. And it's okay. Because, and the other thing is we've all built, I think us and Panini, we've built loyalty with our people. They're not leaving. Come take it. Come get it. I'll challenge them to come try to take my people. You can take someone in my shipping department maybe if you want one of them. Maybe get lucky and get like a customer service person. Probably not, though. I just took Panini's best customer service person away, Joe White. But, I mean, you're not getting these people. No one's going to care. It's just what it is. And then I see someone mention Fanatics equity. Oh, you offer them stock options. Guess what? There's a reason why Fanatics Sports is separate from Big Fanatics. Because if it goes south, Big Fanatics doesn't go with it. But the little Fanatics startups with the Players Associations who got all that equity, goodbye. If they go bankrupt, they're separate from Big Fanatics. Big Fanatics will take a small hit on the balance sheet if these things blow up. I mean, so for real, it's just, and the hard part is, and someone just said they'll leave for $120,000. Every key person at Panini who Fanatics would want makes way more than that. And again, it's kind of like when people talk about grading. Sorry to get off topic. People always say, well, the grading companies pay nothing. Trust me, the good grading companies, the good people make a lot of money. The world's changed. We pay $40,000 a year for people to put stickers on autograph cards all day. So like the world's changed. That used to be $20,000, so we'll see what happens. I mean, at the end of the day, Fanatics is going to do what they got to do. I think they're going to have to buy another piece or two to be successful. I don't think they will. They probably, in a perfect world, they buy everybody or try their luck. again, my wet dream is that I hate to use those words, but it really is for them to buy every company except for me. That would make me the happiest man in the world. But, at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. They need to buy more pieces. They do. And the problem is they're going to miss out on me because I'm getting bought by someone, probably not going to be Fanatics. Or I'm going to have a minority investor who's very, very, very famous. And as soon as they sign on, we're going to have people begging for equity. And it's fine. We don't need to sell to them. We can sell to anybody. We make a lot of money and we're pretty smart. And it's not just us. Upper Deck has great brands and great relationships with players. They'd be a great target, but they say they're not for sale. I don't think Fanatics is paying over $4 billion for Panini. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know who they're going to buy.
Okay, Brian. So listen. You're saying, okay, they're not going to hire people. They're not going to spend money to
try to hire people.
But you're saying they're not going to be able to hire the best people in the hobby right now. Or you said they won't spend the money. It's not their culture, was what you said. I want you to respond to this. CM says, well, they just spent billions for the licenses, or they promised billions for the licenses and 500 million to buy Topps. They are actually spending some money. Don't you would you advise Fanatics trading cards to go spend more money than they're, say, used to or willing to poach some of these best people in the industry?
Well, like I said, first off, with stock options to Eisner and all the pieces, because Eisner took stock, I think, not cash, it's a $1 billion piece, the whole thing. So it is more than the 500. Also, and again, the competition to buy Topps was two, Panini or Fanatics. Those were the only two options. Again, 600 million wouldn't get it done, so I wasn't really an option. But like at $1 billion, which is what I knew it was going to cost, it was going to be one of those two. So, yeah, they want a heads-up fight against Panini. Super. There's a big difference when they've got – how many employees does Fanatics have? And you're going to go pay $500,000 a year for employees from Upper Deck, Leaf, and Panini to try to steal them away? They're not going to do that because then corporate culture is going to fall apart there when people who've been there 15 years making $100,000 hear about it. And they will hear about it. Trust me. Plus, all the key people in our companies have non-competes that are enforceable. So that's the other piece of the equation. We're all smart. We know how to write enforceable non-competes in Texas. You can ask my friends at Panini. I think we're both really good at that. So nothing's going to happen with us. Maybe you poach some Upper Deck people because, the future is just hockey. Maybe you can poach some of them. But I think they will spend money. They're going to have to. I will say one last thing. When they put up they spent billions on the licenses. First off, they spent $0 so far. And when Tony Clark said that it's 10 times what the other company was paying, yeah, for a 20-year contract versus a 4-year contract, and with anticipation as part of that the PA is going to make something in terms of the profit share for owning equity. They're making a lot of assumptions that just aren't facts. They're assuming there's going to be profit. I'm telling you, if they paid substantially more, the collector is going to get it up the backside. Fortunately, I don't think they paid substantially more. I think they paid roughly double. And frankly, the leagues would have paid double. I mean, Panini would have paid double. Topps would have paid double. It's not a problem. They just didn't have a chance. And anyone who thinks non-competes aren't worth the paper they're written on, someone wrote there, I'd make a $100K wager that a non-compete's enforceable in Texas. If someone has a title and you give them extra money to sign it, it's 100% enforceable. So, again, people have to understand the business side of this. Trust me. Panini's ready for war. I'm ready for war if I have to be. I prefer just to put my head down and do what we do well. But I believe there will still be antitrust litigation rearing its head in this process, not by me, but by someone. That's my belief.